What's up everyone, I'm CallumOnToast, and in today's video I'm going to be showcasing some crazy battles submitted to the channel by previous Battle of Spice winner Flygonnagetyou, who's running a level 50 shiny Magnemite and a shiny Klinklang in the Fossil Cup. With that being said, let's just get straight into the question of the day. What is your favourite electric type Pokemon to use in the Go Battle League? Let me know in the comment section down below, and with that being said, let's get into the battles now. Alright, so going into the first battle, we lead Jellicent into Lantern, so not a great lead. Gonna say swap into our shiny Klinklang, and the opponent responds with Escavalier, but they were fairly slow to swap out, so we do make it to the Zap Cannon, and Zap Cannon grabs a shield from the opponent. We do get the attack drop, and that allows us to make it to a last second mirror shot, which won't do much damage, but it actually grabs a shield and gets the attack drop as well, so they are double debuffed in their attack. But they go for an acid spray, so now we're double debuffed in our defense, so this should be a drill run which does roughly the same amount of damage that it would normally do. Now we're going to farm to the back-to-back surfs, but unfortunately we lose track of their energy and they do make it to another drill run, so we shield it up. We were locked into the surf here, but we're actually going to undercharge the surf, and that will allow us to hex, farm them down, and come out with nearly 100 energy loaded, which is really nice play from Flygonnagetyou. We are going to see the Lantern coming back in, so we go for the Shadow Ball after one hex, and then we are most likely going to swap into the Magnemite straight away, and the opponent's staying in, so they're going to get off a surf here. This will do quite a lot of damage because Magnemite is quite a glassy Pokemon. Unfortunately they make it to another surf, but they're staying in, so they probably have something really weak to the Magnemite in the back. Perhaps maybe it's a Pelipper, so we overfarm as much as possible. Discharge takes out the Lantern, and it is the Pelipper in the back, so we can easily win this game. But no, we're actually choosing to fully undercharge the discharge there, and we're going to do the exact same thing for a second time in a row, and then we swap to catch the Weather Ball onto our Jellicent. So this is the ultimate disrespect, massive BM play from Flygonnagetyou, and once again not hitting any bubbles on the surf, but we still take out the Pelipper and we take that game. Into the next game, we see Pelipper in the lead this time around, and interesting that we're staying in considering we do have two Pokemon in the back that do have electric type moves, but we land the Shadow Ball and the opponent swaps into their own steel and electric type Pokemon. Personally, I wouldn't throw straight away. I'd wait for them to go for a wild charge because that would debuff their defense, but we're going to let the first move go through. It's likely that they go for the Fell Stinger bait, and excuse my voice crack there, that was really embarrassing, but we are going to shield up the wild charge, and now they have debuffed their defense by one stage. This will easily take them out. They might choose to use a shield here, and they do shield up the discharge. They make it to another charge move. We are going to shield up the wild charge, and with the double debuff to their defense, we're actually able to Thunder Shock, farm them all the way down. They come in with a Lowland Sand Slash. We can go for a discharge into the Sand Slash. That does a ton of damage, and we're now going to bank a discharge before swapping into our Klinklang. They come in with the Pelipper. Pelipper makes it to a Weather Ball, doesn't do that much damage, and we make it to a Mirror Shot on the CMP tie with this Pelipper. Mirror Shot grabs the final shield from the opponent, and this should be game over. We can let the Weather Ball go through. It actually doesn't take us out. We choose not to throw any energy there, as we can now get a nice hex farm down with our Jellicent. Weather Ball doesn't do much damage. We can go straight for the surf, and this, once again, we're going to BM here for, I don't know why we're doing that, but we can then swap into our shiny Magnemite, go for the Magnet Bomb, and Magnet Bomb takes out the Alolan Sand Slash, and we take that game. Into the next game, we see a really nice lead into Marwile. The opponent safe swaps into Ferrothorn, and we actually bank a ton of energy before swapping into our Klinklang, and we are able to catch the Thunder. Unfortunately, despite the moveset, this is not part electric typing, so we don't resist Thunder, meaning this actually isn't a great matchup for us at all. We go for a Mirror Shot. Yeah, I don't know why we did that, to be honest. Mirror Shot not going to do much damage. I mean, Zap Cannon is also resisted, but it's going to do a lot more damage than the Mirror Shot. So we go for the Zap Cannon, and it does a ton of damage, but they do live it. We now show up a resisted Power Whip, and we are able to just about get the Thunder Shock farm down, so that's actually huge for us. They come back in with the Marwile. We have enough for the Zap Cannon, but we go for a Mirror Shot bait, and the opponent calls the bait there, and so we go for a second Mirror Shot straight away. They likely let this go through as well, and they get the full Fire Fang farm down. We come back in with the Jellicent, and they've got a Lantern in the back, so this is not looking too good for us. We are going to Let the Thunderbolt go through. I don't know why they went for Thunderbolt. That was a really odd decision by the opponent. But we now make it to the back-to-back discharges, which is actually massive because this should hopefully take out the... get rid of both Lantern shields. But no, they actually choose to let the second one go through. And now we have an option here to let the Surf go through, take us out. But we've got close to the back-to-back moves here. We make it to back-to-back Surfs. The first one, we'll grab the final shield from the opponent. And we overfarm, but the opponent makes the catch back onto the Marwile. We are once again going to undercharge, but not quite enough there, and we don't make it to the Shadow Ball in time. We were just one hex away from winning this game, but unfortunately Surf doesn't quite take out the Lantern, and we are going to get hit with a Thunderbolt, and that takes out the Jellicent, and we do unfortunately lose that game. But into the next battle, we see another Shadow Marwile in the lead. Let's see if we can redeem ourselves this time. We're actually going to go for the Shadow Ball straight away. I like this play because this means that we do a lot of damage to the Ferrothorn, and hopefully we don't have to use both shields to maintain the alignment in this match. The opponent does go for the Thunder, and rightly so. We're going to go for a Mirror Shot before they make it to the next charge move, but Mirror Shot, like I said, not going to do much damage at all, and yeah, unfortunately we're going to have to let at least one charge move go through, so we let the next Thunder go through. That does a decent amount of damage, getting quite unlucky with the Mirror Shots, not getting any debuffs, but we go for another Mirror Shot, and it does grab the shield, but still no debuff here. We make it to a third Mirror Shot, and Mirror Shot, still no debuff. They swap back into the Shadow Marwile though, and that's absolutely massive for us because now we can overfarm massively with our Jellicent. And do they have enough energy for the play rough? No, it's just an Iron Head, which is still resisted. We go for the Surf here, and this should be enough damage to put them into range where we can fully hex, farm them down, come out with a Shadow Ball loaded, and they've got a Lantern in the back, and this Shadow Ball is going to do a very nice chunk of damage to the Lantern as they farm us down. We come in with the shiny Magnemite. We are going to shield up the first Surf here from this Lantern, and we're going to overfarm. The opponent swaps. They try to snipe with the Ferrothorn, but actually this is resisted damage. We should be able to fully Thundershock, fall them down, come out with 2 charge moves loaded, nearly 100 energy, or maybe it was 100 energy, I don't know. But we go for the discharge. We make it to a second discharge, and this will do a ton of damage to the Lantern, and we swap into Klinklang. We make it to the Mirror Shot, and this is double resisted, but Mirror Shot is still enough damage to take out the Lantern, and we take that game. Into the next game, we see Ferrothorn in the lead, so this is unfortunate. We're going to stay swap into our shiny Klinklang, and the opponent's going to stay in with the Ferrothorn, bank a ton of energy, but they've given us so much energy that we should be able to flip this matchup. So we go for the Zap Cannon. That does huge damage here, and we're going to go for a Mirror Shot. I'm not sure about this because this definitely won't take them out, but it does grab the shield from the opponent, and again, getting really unlucky with the no debuffs here. They go for a Surf. That does a decent amount of damage, to be fair. We are going to let the next move go through. Surf takes us out, but we are going to come in with our Magnemite probably, and yeah, we're going to do exactly that. They do make it to another Surf, so we are going to shield this up, and we might even try and catch the next Surf onto our Jellicent, and that's exactly what we do. I really like this play, as this Surf isn't going to do much damage. They probably swap back into Ferrothorn, and this Power Whip will nearly take us out, but hopefully we make it to the Shadow Ball anyways. It's going to be close, but I don't think we were getting there, so we settle for the Surf. Maybe we grab a shield. No, we don't get the shield, but it's going to be all up to our shiny Magnemite in the end game. Can we somehow win this game? We go for the discharge. Doesn't do an awful lot of damage, but we unfortunately can only throw resisted charge moves. We shield up the next move here. They make it to another charge move. Is this a Power Whip? Again, it is the Power Whip. It is resisted though. We are going to go for the Magnet Bomb this time around. Did we throw it weird timing there, or did they just get an extra move in for free? I'm not really sure. They swap into Golisopod. They're able to Shadow Claw, snipe us down, and we do unfortunately lose that game. But into the next battle, we see Jellicent mirror match in the lead. We're going to stay in this matchup, which is quite interesting. We go straight for the Shadow Ball, and Shadow Ball grabs a shield from the opponent. We are going to shield up, and it's a Bubble Beam bait. That is absolutely awful for us. And now they do have enough energy for a Shadow Ball, so we shield up. It is the Shadow Ball this time around. We then swap into Magnemite, and luckily they swapped at the same time into Ludicolo, so we will go for the discharge. Discharge does a ton of damage to the Ludicolo, and we will make it to another discharge before this Ludicolo can make it to a charge move. So we grab the shield from the opponent, but they're able to just fully racily farm us down, which is really unfortunate. But we're going to come in with the Klinklang. The opponent goes for Energy Ball. That is resisted. Hopefully we can get the Thundershock farm down. farm. These are non-stab Thunder Shocks, but we get the farm down, and we have a Zap Cannon loaded. So let's see, can we land it into the Ferrothorn? Oh, this is really unfortunate. Ferrothorn is going to sponge this quite comfortably. We then swap into our Jellicent though, and this Shadow Ball is going to do a ton of damage to the Ferrothorn, nearly taking them out. They come back in with their own Jellicent, and we make it to the Shadow Ball, winning the CMP tie, and this will be taking out the Jellicent. And now this Ferrothorn has to throw their energy, and now they are in Thundershock farm down range, so we should be able to take this game with the shiny Klinklang, and we are able to do so, and we take that game. So into the next game, we see Skarmory in the lead, so we are going to stay in initially, potentially catch a Sky Attack. We actually swap out before the Sky Attack, and we bait out a Marwile, which is not ideal. We're going to go straight for the Zap Cannon. Can we connect the Zap Cannon this time around? Yes, we can, and we one-shot the Marwile. Absolutely massive there. And they come in with a Quagsire, which is not ideal. But we end up throwing on the CMP type with the Mud Bomb, and that's nice because I think the opponent did actually throw there, so that's amazing for us. As Mud Bomb, they actually undercharge it, so very nice play by the opponent, but we can come in with our Jellicent, and the shiny Magnemite is just absolutely going to wall that Skarmory, so it really doesn't matter what the opponent does here. They're just not going to be able to win this game, unless somehow they go for Earthquake and take out the Jellicent. But no, what are we doing here? Okay, I completely disagree with this play because we are taking double super effective damage from these mud shots, so yeah, I think we might have just thrown the game away. Are we going to shield this up? They will be able to just mud shot farm us down here, but yeah, I don't know what we're doing. I can't lie. This is possibly one of the strangest plays I've seen, but the opponent then lets us take them out there. I don't even know what's going on anymore. We go for the discharge and we grab the shield from the opponent. We then make it to the Shadow Ball. The opponent, what are you doing? Just throw your energy. And Shadow Ball, it doesn't take them out anyway. So yeah, we did completely throw that game. That's, yeah, I don't know. That, yeah. I'm not going to say too much about that. We make mistakes here and there. I think potentially we were anticipating an instant swap out, but that didn't happen. So yeah, not the best game. But into the next battle, we're going to bait with a Surf, and Surf goes unshielded. Oh, we're just making all the wrong calls right now, which is unfortunate, but we do at least shield the Shadow Ball. We then swap into a shiny Magnemite and then make it to a charge move. We kind of just have to let this go through, and it is a Surf, so we do live that, but that does a lot of damage. But if they stay in here, we're going to make it to back-to-back discharges, so we should be able to grab a shield from the opponent, actually just taking them out. Let's see what the opponent wants to come in with. They're going to wait out the Switch Shock, thinking about what to do. They come back in with the Lucario, so Lucario is going to take a discharge to the face. That does a ton of damage. And we're now going to wait out our Switch Clock before coming in with the Jellicent, and they come in with Lantern. Now we are down a shield. This isn't looking too good for us. We're not resisting the spark damage either. They go for the Surf straight away though, which we do live quite comfortably, but we don't fire off the Zap Cannon in time, meaning they make it to another Surf before we can even go for our charge move. We're going to bait with the Mirror Shot, and we do grab the shield. Again, no debuff with the attack there. Damn, have they like nerfed Mirror Shot or something? We go for the Zap Cannon, and we do get the attack drop with the Zap Cannon though, which is massive. Surf takes us out, but I don't think we're going to be able to farm them down here. They swap back into Lucario. We need to undercharge here, I believe, but yeah, they just let it go through, and now they should be able to make it to a Thunderbolt in time. I'm not actually 100% sure. We make it to the back-to-back Surfs, I believe, so we grab the shield there. No, we were one away, and unfortunately they do make it to the Thunderbolt. That takes out the Jellicent, and we do unfortunately lose that game. But into the next battle, hopefully we don't swap into a Magnemite this time around, into a Mud Boy, but we're going to go straight for a Surf. We do build up to the Shadow Ball, so we might grab a shield. We do grab the shield, which is nice, and the worst thing they can do is go for Mud Bombs, because, okay, well, I mean, they can go for Blizzard, but that's definitely not the right play because it is resisted by the water typing. We're now going to shield up the Mud Bomb here, and we are going to overfarm massively, farm to 100 energy before going for the Shadow Ball, and this will do some nice damage. Actually grabs the final shield from the opponent. We're actually going to double shield as well because we can't really let Whiscash onto our backline. We're now going to go for the Shadow Ball, and Shadow Ball from this range will do a ton of damage, but it doesn't quite take them out, and now they do actually make it to a Mud Bomb. So Mud Bomb going to take out the Jellicent. We now come in with the Klinklang. We can go for the Mirror Shot straight away, and this hopefully it is enough damage, even though it's resisted, to take out the Whiscash. They come in with Escavalier, and this is looking awful for us. Unfortunately, they do outpace us before we make it to the Zap Cannon. Drill Run gonna take us out. Hopefully a Discharge is enough damage to take them out from this range, but they swap and catch it onto Skarmory. We need to undercharge this. And we do undercharge it. Actually, maybe we could have gone for a full charge there. Maybe that would have worked out better. But is Sky Attack going to be enough damage from this range to take us out here? It doesn't quite take us out, but they do get the Air Slash Farm down. So yeah, that was quite difficult there. But into the next battle, we see a Quagsire in the lead. Gonna stay in with our Jellicent once again. Once again, probably gonna go up to the Shadow Ball and maybe bait with a Surf. I'm not really 100% sure. They go for a Mud Bomb, and we do this time just go for the Shadow Ball straight away. And the opponent is going to let it go through. That does a ton of damage to the Quagsire. We are gonna go for the extra Hex. The opponent throws on Alignment. We're now gonna shield the Mud Bomb here, as we can't really let Jellicent get too low, because if they do choose to swap out, then we're kind of screwed. But we are going to go for the Surf here. No, once again, making sure we get the extra Hex through, and we should just about live this Mud Bomb here, so we do live it, and we're going to go for a Surf, and if they want to shield this up, we should make it to a final Surf anyways, which we are able to do here, and they are so low that it doesn't really matter if they do shield this up, because we should be able to fast move farm them down anyways. They come in with Skarmory, we come in with our shiny Klinklang, and we are going to let this move go through. Should just be a Sky Attack here. So actually no, it is the Brave Bird that is resisted, but it doesn't really matter. We're now going to go for the Zap Cannon, and are they going to have an Escavalier in the back once again? No, it's actually Toxapex, which is a lot better for us, as we can go for the back-to-back discharges. The first one here is going to do a ton of damage to the Toxapex, and even if they make it to a Brine, this is not going to do enough damage to take us out, so we actually choose to no shield it. Brine, not going to... Okay, we're going to go for another BM here, but the opponent, it looks like they've conceded the match there. And they have done exactly that. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment letting me know, and as well, don't forget to respond to the question of the day if you haven't done so already. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.